What the fuck is wrong with the government? Look, I am well aware that the coronavirus is one of the most deadliest things in the entire world. But Jesus Christ, can you please, everyone, stop making it like this huge catastrophe that is going to take everyone on the fucking planet out with them. The government does not care about us. So, we have no reason to care about this fucking virus. This means nothing to me anymore. Because no one knows how to get their shit together. The government's not doing a fucking thing. There is no fucking cure for this thing. I personally believe that we're all going to be dead by the time summer gets here. It has been 4 months since this virus started. The spread has gone around to every fucking city on planet Earth. Do you know how many cases that there are? Over 2 fucking million. How many deaths? 250,000. No one treats this as it should be treated. It is not a pandemic. It is a crisis. Crises and pandemics are 2 very different things in my eyes. A crisis is whenever something is dealt as a big deal. It's a situation where you cry and weep for someone to help you through that. Like a little bitch. That's what the world is doing. Everyone's acting like a little sissy bitch and not doing a single damn thing to try and make this go away. I'm not saying, oh, this is affecting my life and it's everyone's fault because of that. No, I'm saying it's everyone's fault because it's everyone's fault. I mean, I gave up on fucking God because I prayed to him that this would stop before it got any worse. We're in fucking April. Do you think that I give a shit about that? No. I stopped giving a shit. The whole goddamn planet has stopped giving a shit. Trump ain't doing a fucking thing, so I hate his ass for this. And I kind of blame him. You know why? Because he's a fucking moron. Every goddamn person on the planet is a fucking moron. COVID-19 is a bad thing. I'm aware of this. It is depressing as fuck to constantly get 20 to 30 notifications per week when this first started. That's what I got. And this is one of the reasons why videos have slowed down. The coronavirus is like the number one and mostly the only thing anyone talks about. But seriously, good God, can everyone please shut up about it? I don't care about how we can stop COVID. You know why I don't care? Because no one else does. Back to my crisis and pandemic differentiations. A pandemic is a fucking scare tactic. It's what the government tells us is a bad thing to make us panic. Panic, demic. The government doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and everyone has no reason to care about this anymore. Because I've stopped. Everyone is like bringing up these big topics like oh, the government's this and that. Well, here's my topic. Fuck every single person who doesn't view this as a threat other than me. I view this crisis as a threat. And if you say that you're like, oh, this great person, if you actually tell me that you are a great person and like you have nothing to worry about, like we're not gonna get sick because we're better than the rest, everyone else is just saying this and that, I would say that you're a cocky fuck and you have no reason to live. Seriously, who gives a shit if there is a cure? I'm not betting on it anymore. I gotta drink to that. Oh, by the way, here's to the world ending within a fucking month. Because that's pretty much what the world wants. The world basically wants to die. The law is saying that we have to stay indoors with little to no money, little to no food, little to no resources, little to no hospitalization. This is where shit gets fucking real. Hospitals are flooded. There's, the crime rate has skyrocketed. It's so high. See, the timeline, I don't know. Take this glow-in-the-dark marker as an example. The timeline of this virus. At first, it was like this. Going from here to here. I'm sorry, wrong side. It's going like this. When it started, it was like this. Then a little bit later, it went higher. Then into March, it went high. Do you know what April looks like? Take your best fucking guess. Higher than the Earth's gravitational pull. That's how high my hatred is for our economy, for our ecosystem. Because no one is acting like they actually give much of a shit if people really have any reason or pretty much any right to survive. Take the movie World War Z, which I want to go over. Technically, by the looks of this video, it should be the title of that, but it's not so much as a review of that. I do want to at least point out the similarities of this. This is not a full-on review of the movie. I'll do that some other time, but excusing what the title of the video is, this is not exactly going to be the friendliest of videos of mine, because it's me ranting and raving about how bad this is. Look, people are going out of jobs. People are losing their fucking jobs. People are losing their homes. People are starving to death. Kids are getting this and have died. And it fucking depresses me. I know that this is not going to be the true end of society, but everyone else is building it up to be. So I might as well jump on the same fucking bandwagon. Well, if everyone jumped off of a cliff, would you go too? I don't give a fuck if I even did. Seriously. If someone jumps on a bandwagon, that was for, if someone jumps on the, and everyone has, since everyone's jumped on the, let's decide to not give a shit, seriously, onto the let's not give a shit about COVID-19, and that's one of the most pathetic fucking names for a virus that I've ever heard. Seriously, I'm basically calling this virus the thing that should not be named. Yeah, I'm going fucking Harry Potter on this. Like Voldemort was called He Who Must Not Be Named, because whenever, see, in Harry Potter, let's look at it this way. In Harry Potter, when someone said Voldemort's name, everyone was fucking terrified. When someone says coronavirus in reality, people are absolutely terrified. They are just absolutely plagued with fear. That's what this virus is becoming now. It's not really much of a virus. It's the fear. There is so much fear among mankind that we are now being told to stay indoors. Don't even go outside for fresh air. Because this is an airborne virus? No, it's not. It's a contactual virus. Give me a second. Alright, look. World War Z and COVID actually have something in common. They're both about viruses. Coronavirus, or the thing that should not be named, or let's call it the unmentionable virus. Let's just say that. I know it's kind of a long name with the syllables, but who gives a fuck? World War Z with Brad Pitt is a good movie, but I'm just going to give further thoughts on this. I don't care. You saw the fucking title of the video. And I'm giving my thoughts on COVID. I'm not doing a separate video. But listen, this movie is thrilling with its action, but it's just a generic zombie movie, but given a virus kind of idea, instead of it just being undead, witchcraft. Should we really give a fuck about this? Yeah, let's do that. It's a 2-hour movie from 2013. I will say this about the action. It's very good. But also, the thing that it has in common with COVID is, in this movie, you have to be bitten to get infected and then become the same way as the others, except zombies. With the virus, or, just the virus, you have to touch someone. You literally have to, like, rub your hand on someone's fucking arm and then touch your face in order to get it. But it has to get into your system. It started out airborne, but we all know that that's bullshit. But seriously, I do admit, this movie, I just watched it, like, the other day, just because, it's not because, like, oh, how convenient. It's because it's the same fucking setup. Seriously, the pacing in this is very fast, because it spreads rapidly. The virus is worldwide. This is worldwide. See my point? Seriously, this actually makes sense. Except in this case, it becomes a full-on war, kind of. But it's called World War Z. It's World War, but the Z part is for zombie. Makes fucking sense to me. With the virus, we're kind of at war with it. Kind of like the war on drugs. Except, we're doing whatever we can to find a cure. And we're not turning into zombies. But people are dying. Countries are being lost. Panic, riots, crime rate going skyrocket high. Higher than the Earth's gravitational pull. Whatever the fuck. But seriously, this matches the exact same situation that everyone in the world is in. That's my review on that. But another thing. Please, for the love of God, government agents, everyone, store owners, food banks, businesses, families, quarantining at home. This is a situation that needs to be solved. We need to overcome this as a community, as one. One. Not panicking in the fucking street that we're going to die. This is not the end of society as we know it. Referencing Mr. Enter, yes, but listen. People are not allowed outside of their home after 8 p.m. because they will get arrested or even shot dead by an officer on the spot. Maybe not the shot dead part, but that's how I heard it. It's probably someone else that told me that, but still. I have a tendency to overreact when I hear about something. But this is what I have heard directly, one ear, out the other. See, when this first started, I got like 20 to 30 notifications per fucking week about this. Do you want to know how many video notifications that I get per week since this has escalated as much as it has? To the exact number? It's over, and yes, I counted 7,000 per week. That's fucked up. I've stopped paying attention to the news because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just trying to put fear in everyone's mind. It's like, be scared about this. People are watching the news because they want to be scared, because they want to feel worse. I can't leave my own home without feeling bad about someone who is suffering from this, because you'll never understand that people are losing jobs, but people still need to work. It's dangerous and risky, but it has to be done. And people should really just get their shit together, get their fucking minds on track, not thrown off the track. They need to get it on the right track. Seriously, because our society will end up collapsing as we know it. We've lost over 250,000 lives within one fucking month. 30 fucking days. is all it took to take out more than 500,000 lives. Men, women, animals, and even children. And the starvation rate has skyrocketed. The United Airlines just lost, well, like, over $2 billion. And there's over 2 million cases, not just in the US, in the world. That's a third of the world itself. 2 million is a fucking third of the 7 billion people that we have in the world. Out of all the lives, people that are breathing. Hospitals are flooded with cases like this. People are getting sick. Even if it's not the virus, they're still getting sick. I'm aware of this. It fucking depresses me. It makes me feel sad. And it makes me regret not being able to do anything. Because there's nothing to do other than sit around at home and do nothing. I barely work anymore. Well, no shit, other people aren't working either. Do you think that I would make this video if I wanted to complain about myself? No. This is a video explaining not just this, because it just felt convenient and I don't have to wait till October now. I might do a further thoughts on it where I give more detail, but that'll be months from now. But I do want to say this. The way that people are reacting to this is so absolutely pathetic. Yes, if you view the virus as something that we are not going to come out from, like something that we are all going to die from, like we may wake up tomorrow and every single living being on the planet, every one of them is going to die, I would say you're not just a big-headed idiot or an airhead. I would say that you are basically scum. Because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And even those who say that they won't get sick from this are still going to get sick. They may not necessarily catch the virus, but if you say, well, I'm not going to get this virus, even though I'm sick. Sorry. Hold on. People who say that they're not going to get this virus, but still get sick anyway with just a common cold or the flu or something, you're an idiot. Because you're still going to get sick. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to catch the virus. And kids have died from this virus. Animals have died from this virus. That's why farmers cannot give people food to put in the food markets and food banks. Businesses are shutting down because they don't have any more money. Money is really tight right now. And no one can really do much of anything about it. That's why you just need a good slap in the face. And people, you need to wake the fuck up. It's 2020. We've been around for more than that long. People really need to know when to stop talking about this. Because it is fear-inducing. This is true. But if you don't want to be scared or feel miserable that you can't do anything to help others or yourself or your family or anything, anyone at all, stop watching the news. And stop listening to people who are talking about this. Because it's just not fucking worth your time. You should not waste your time with the news. This virus, read my fucking shirt. I'm kind of a big deal. Yes, I know that's directing to me, but listen. The virus is kind of a big deal. That is true. That's why I'm wearing this. I mean, come on. Look at the fucking thumbnail of the video. Seriously, I'd be like over here, like holding up a piece of paper that says the virus is, and then kind of a big deal. You see, Are you getting my point at all? I didn't call this my thoughts on for nothing. I just want to say this. Stop panicking. Hold on, there we go. Stop putting fear into your own minds that we may die because of this. This is not the end for us. But we are going to have to suffer through this for another 1.5 years at the most. Not at the least, like we'll find something in less than a day. At the most, meaning we may have to wait until nearly 2022 for a cure or a vaccine to help cure this will be found and made. Doctors have given up. They don't want to do anything more. And I can honestly say I'm almost on their side. Because I don't know what else to think. I don't know what else to believe. I don't know how else to feel about not only my own view on this, but looking at everyone else's perspective. I just don't know what to think. In fact, there is nothing more to think. Come on, people, have some fucking tact. Stop listening to the news. Oh, and by the way, before I wrap this up, I just want to say KDKA, CBS, every single fucking person who is talking about this virus, and most importantly, every news station in the fucking world, to prevent spreading more panic about this catastrophe, please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up.